welcome to the United We Scan podcast. Just a quick disclaimer here that any of the views and opinions expressed by the individuals are not that of the USPS or the NRLCA. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and if you are in need of any assistance, please contact your designated union representative. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Episode 136. We're going to go over open enrollment, which starts Monday, November 10th, and goes through December 8th. This is take 2, because we had some technical difficulties that were discovered after recording on Sunday night. So, yeah. Anyways, we're getting her done and getting it out to you, regardless.
Sorry about the delay.
Stuff happens. It wouldn't be United We Scan if there wasn't some technical difficulties here and there. It happens. Technology.
Gotta love it and hate it.
Ain't that the truth? So, yes, open enrollment, November 10th through December 8th. This is all that good insurance stuff. So we're going to kind of cover it, go over it, how to do it if you haven't signed up yet through OPM and all that good stuff. And I know Meow has all that ready to go for you. So you can take it away, dear.
So, like you guys both said, open enrollment is November 10th through December 8th. And hopefully you got in the mail this book. It says Open Season 2025, Invest in You, Your Benefits, Your Choice. Don't just throw that away. It's important. And even if you're not switching any of your health and benefits this year, it's still a good resource to keep for yourself so that if you ever need to change your health insurance, or if you have a qualifying life event, that it walks you through the login stuff for the Postal Service health benefit plans. So last year, at the beginning of this year, I should say, all of the postal employees moved over to what's called the Postal Service Health Benefits Program. And they created we're in our own little umbrella instead of the federal employees' health benefits. So if you're going to change your health insurance, if you want to just double check what you have, if you want to shop around, this is a good resource for you. And then also at the end of it, we'll go over qualifying life event stuff. So you're going to want to go online to health-benefits.opm.gov. And that is your main source of where you will change your plans on. And so you'll scroll down and there is a sign on there, and you'll have to create what's called a login.gov sign in. And my recommendation is do that now so that you aren't running out of time. At the time of us recording this now, it's 4 days until open enrollment, and there's a check, like a time ticker, like days until open enrollment on the main page of that website. So get on there and set it up.
I would say you should have had that done last year. It's just a matter of pulling out your passwords and logging credentials to get back in at this point and making sure you can get in. So next week when it's live, you're able to get in there and do what you need to do, and quick and easy.
And not be stressed out with that time constraint. And then I would just figure out a way to kind of organize yourself so that you have those logins so that it's not as big of a hassle if you need to change anything, or if you have like a qualifying life event, like I said. But you can also actually go on here too and compare plans without signing into it. But regardless of that, just go onto that website, bookmark it for future use. And then you can actually, so if if you are happy with your health insurance that you currently have, you don't need to do anything. It'll carry over into the next year. But I'm somebody who has a lot of anxiety, and I like to double check to make sure that everything's good. If you need to change like your oh my goodness, your kids, your
Dependents.
dependents, yeah, all of that on there. You make sure all their information's correct on there, uh, and yeah. So, but you can go down there and you can look up basic information um, for what you want to do for like which plan you want to choose. And I'm just messing around with it. Are you in Medicare in Part A? No. So what you can do is you can look and see like, okay, how much is this plan gonna, this health insurance plan going to cost me each pay period? And I personally like, I mean, we're talking about this for more for rural carriers. I have the postal carrier benefit plan, and that's for like if you're a union member, you can actually sign up for this. But there's, I don't know, there's a whole bunch of different plans, and it kind of is dependent like on what works for you. It's your own personal choice of what you think that you want to, I shouldn't say think because it's already decided. I'd rather just go, hey, I'll give you $1 for my health insurance, but that's not the case.
Oh, I wish it
But
was.
you can go. I know, right?
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
rural carrier benefit plan, not postal
yeah.
carrier
Oh,
benefit plan.
did I say that?
Yeah.
Postal carrier benefit plan, rural carrier benefit plan. Wow. Um,
I think all
take
three
two
of
here.
us. Yeah, I think all three of us have that. Am I correct, Josh?
Yes,
Okay.
you are correct. I would say
Yeah, the rural carrier benefit plan is what it is
to
called.
to add to what I was saying in regards to picking a plan, or if you're just thinking about switching to a different plan than the one you're currently on. When I went regular and I got the big blue book with all the plans in it at that time, I sat down, I wrote a list of questions out of all of my medical and prescription needs, and I started going right down the list and calling the providers and saying, I am interested in this plan. I want to know what the coverage is for this, this, and this. And then made my decision from there. And at the time, the rural carrier benefit plan was the best option for me and my family's needs. And in my, I think it still is. But that's something that you personally have to decide what's going to be in you and your family's best interest.
Yeah, and it worked out for me when I went regular and decided to choose it just based off on many people I knew that had carried it and going through and looking at everything. I was like, yeah, this is definitely the best option for me. And it turned out to be the best option when Ruby said, hey, Mom, guess what? I'm pregnant. Because it covered 100% of her maternity costs, even when she was having to go in twice a week for 6 months. It pretty much covered everything. It did cover everything, I should say. I had one out of network charge for a pathologist, and that was it. Everything else was covered 100%. So, I mean, I was sold on keeping this, but that's for sure. Plus, it does have the 100% cancer coverage as well.
I was just going to
Yeah,
say that.
Yep.
$20 copays, 35 dollars copays for in-network specialist visits, but your primary care it's $20 for that. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, and there's like massage therapy coverage. But yeah, I mean,
Chiropractor. Yeah, I mean, it's.
Yep.
whole bunch of good stuff on there. The other thing too is when you're pricing some of these plans, you should also look to see if like if you need to insure your spouse or your family, double check to see if self plus one, self plus
Family.
Family.
family, or and see which one's cheaper. With the rural carrier benefit plan specifically, it is actually cheaper for you to be self plus family, self and family. So, because like I think this, it's like $6 cheaper is what it'll end up being. But yeah, just go on there and kind of look to see what works best for you. And like we had said, like the rural carrier benefit plans a lot. It's done good for me too. And yeah, there's that. The other thing that I was going to kind of just briefly go over to is qualifying life events. So let's say that got married, or something else happened. I'll kind of go just quickly over that. So if you've like acquired a new family member, if you've had a child, if your spouse lost their health insurance or they lost their employment, another one would be you. What was it? I'm on. Oh, not. I'm
Your
leaving
child
myself.
ages out.
Yeah, they're 26 years old. Um, so there's different scenarios that could happen for a qualifying life event. They have divorce, got married. So what you'll do is the life cycle events is listing of common events that may occur. So like acquiring a new family member. And what'll happen is you'll have to call the HRSSC, the Human Resources phone number, and their phone number. Hold on, let me find it. Postal Service. I have it. It's also the call-in line.
1-877-477-3273, and you'll choose option 1. And your qualifying life events: marriage, divorce, death of a spouse or dependent, birth, adoption, or a foster child. Those are just some of the qualifying life events listed.
And when that happens, also, I know some people kind of get panicky because they're like, I really need to go to the doctor, or my spouse needs to go to the doctor. The Postal Service will backdate that coverage to the pay period of the life change event. And I personally, like, I had to go through this. I hate that I know this, but my child was born in week 2 of the pay period, but he had health insurance for. I always think I'm like, well, you had health insurance. Um, and once you have gone through, you have looked through like pricing and figured out which plan you wanted to change to during that life change event, Postal Service, in typical post office fashion, sometimes takes a little bit to do that. So once you've gone through selecting which plan that you're going to choose, just keep in mind that it's going to take them a little bit to go through that. HRSSC will walk you through it, but make sure that you're logging in and looking at your pay stub to see if the Postal Service is actually taking out the correct health insurance. And then the moment that they do, from the pay period of your life change event, you're probably going to get you're going to owe a little bit of money, and possibly get a letter of demand for that difference. So just don't be alarmed. Just kind of uh, be aware that that's what's going to happen, and then go from there. But HRSSC should help walk you through a lot of that. And if you are a sub, like an RCA, and you're going PTF, or if you're PTF going regular, those are also kind of considered, well, kind of, they're life change events, especially when you go RCA to PTF or RCA to regular. You now are a part of the Postal Service Health Benefit Plan package. And so you'll get sent like a book in the mail, and then HRSSC will let you sign up for a health insurance plan.
Mm-hmm.
And from the event, from that life change event, you have 30 days prior to the event, and up to 60 days after it. So the sooner that you do it, the better, so that you don't run out of time. And if you've created your login.gov, you won't have that issue of waiting, or having it being more inconvenienced with time of the ease of you being able to just log in and figure it out. So just remember, sooner the better, so that you don't run out of time. I've seen it happen more so with PTFs that just never signed up, And hopefully a couple of them I've seen where we were close to open enrollment, so they only had to wait for like a month. But let's say you go PTF in January and you never signed up, you're going to be waiting a while. So just get on there, get on that Postal Service health benefit. It's health-benefits.opm.gov and set up that stuff. So
Okay.
um,
Yeah, go ahead.
benefits. So then the other
Well,
thing is oh, do you want to go? I'll let you
I'm going to
guys
say
talk.
before we get into that, when you're looking at the different plans, like the rural carrier benefit plan, for example, is specific to the rural carriers, and you must be a union member. The mail handlers, the NALC, and I think APWU each also have their own craft specific. If you like that plan and it's one that works for you, you will also have to join their union to get that plan.
Yes.
So it's something else you want to take into consideration.
If you are a non-career employee, so if you are an RCA, then the only thing that is available to you that is employer contributed is the USPS Health Benefit Plan, and that is serviced by Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield. And to sign up for that, if you have not, and you are interested in doing it, that is done through Light Blue. You can get your rate information on the myhr.usps.gov. Pay benefits, it's a whole big long thing, anyways. Otherwise, you do enroll through Postalese under Light Blue. So that is only for non-career status employees that is available with employer contribution. Otherwise, if you're looking at the career ones and you are a non-career and you want one of those, you're going to be paying the full amount, which could be really pricey because you
Could
won't have
be $800 a check.
yeah. So, so otherwise, you have the one option of the Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield. All right, now on to the supplemental dental and vision, which is offered. You would sign up at benefits.gov, and this is available for both non career and career employees. So, RCAs, if you need vision or dental insurance, then you can go to the benefits.gov and sign up there and then choose your plans. It's the same rates, whether you're career or non career. You've got several different ones to choose. You could do one or the other if needed, or both. You could do self plus one, self plus family, depending on what your needs are. And there are several. And again, it's like a personal preference on what's going to work best for you for those coverages that you need.
Right.
And you
And
could,
I'm going to say they're not overly expensive. I think for family coverage, for me, the vision plan is about $17 a check, and the dental is about $55-$60 a check.
yeah, and I pay like $5 and change for just self under vision and like 42 and change for dental, and that's self plus one. So it's
And that
not
depends on
too
which,
bad. Yeah, depends on which plan
yeah,
you get, provider. There are several different ones for both. And again, it's that personal preference of what's going to work best for you and your family if needed. But
yep,
benefits.gov, really simple and easy to get into and sign up for, but that is where you are going to find your vision and dental insurance. All
You can
right.
also go.
Go ahead.
I'm like stuffing my face with food. You can also go to shop fed VIP plans
Mm-hmm.
right now and start pricing them before open enrollment even happens. But on the benefits.gov website right now, it is also counting down for open enrollment. Um, Again, if you had that qualifying life event, you can also change things there. They actually even have it where you can compare the plans a little bit easier than I think that the Postal Service health benefit plan does. But I know there's some people, and I don't know why, they think that their health insurance like their normal health insurance covers this. And I think they do to like a certain degree, but not to the same not like actual vision or dental insurance fully does. So you can probably like just double check with each of your plans. I know like my rural carrier one paid for part of one of my root canals, but it wasn't like the full amount like my normal
Yeah, and
dental
some
covered.
will cover like a cleaning or something too. So you really gotta pay attention to that. So if you need other stuff, or you got kids that need braces or dental work or something of that nature, where you need that extra dental insurance, that's where you would find that would be the benefits.com. Benefeds, BENEFEDS.gov.
Yep, yep. Trying to think of anything else with that
No, but we
that we
got
are
flex
missing.
spending accounts next.
Oh, yep, yes we do.
Yes, we do.
Your favorite
Because
subject.
oh yeah,
There's
yeah,
been a bunch of people asking about that online right now too.
and there's several of us that are not all that happy with Inspira. As okay, it's great to have because this is pre-tax dollars. It comes directly out of your check, set aside. When we switched over to Inspira, this last year, when we switched over to the postal uh, health
Health
benefits,
benefits.
yes, our FSA did change, and you do get a debit card, which is nice because you can use it right there on site. But I am going to recommend that you save or look up under your insurance your explanation of benefits for those appointments and your receipts, because you will more than likely have to submit those into them for approval. Right now, I'm fighting on a dental charge of $104 and they want me to pay that back. And I'm like, no, I shouldn't have to pay that back. It's a mess. But it is nice to have, is I will kind of read this over a little bit. I mean, this is all just kind of outlined in the booklet that we got for open season. But it is, you have the flexibility in how you pay for your out of pocket expenses. You can pay with your FSA debit card. You can pay yourself back with funds from your FSA when you use cash, check, or personal credit card. Or you can pay your provider directly from your account. When you contribute to an FSA, the money is deducted from your pay on a pre-tax basis. This means your contribution comes out of your paycheck before federal, Social Security, and in some cases, state taxes are deducted from your pay. Generally, federal taxes range from 15 to 28%. Social Security tax is currently 7.65% of your pay, so you could save about 30 cents on every dollar you spend on eligible expenses. So, the basics, your Inspira HCFSA lets you put pre tax money aside for eligible healthcare expenses such as contact lenses, allergy and pain relief medications, hearing aids, prescription eyeglasses. And then you have an Inspira DCFSA, also lets you use pre tax money for eligible expenses to care for your loved ones, such as daycare or in home care. So, there is the choice of the two. You fund your Inspire HCFSA by simply setting your election amount each year during open season. The contribution amount you choose is deducted evenly out of each paycheck throughout the year. And your HCFSA isn't just for big medical expenses, it's also for the little things you might use every day. Eligible healthcare expenses include co-pays, co-insurance, deductibles, dental and vision expenses, prescriptions, and over-the-counter healthcare supplies with select retailers. You may be surprised that some things like sunscreen SPF 30 plus and contact solution are covered. There is also a limited purpose flexible spending account. It's similar to the healthcare flexible spending account, but is specifically for dental and vision expenses. And unlike the healthcare FSA, you can contribute to an LPFSA while being enrolled in a high deductible health plan and having an HSA at the same time. You can use the LPFSA for things like prescription eyeglasses, contacts, dental visits, and orthodontia. Orthodontic. Orthodontics, yeah. So, when an eligible family member needs care, you still have to Work a dependent care account is a smart and convenient way to save, pay, and budget for dependent care related expenses. Funds can be used for your dependents, age 12 or younger, a spouse or adult dependents incapable of self care. You would enroll for that under Light Blue. Once you log into your Light Blue, you'll go to the employee application, and that's where you're going to find the FSA tab, and you're going to click on that. Usually, the last couple times I've been in there, it's red as opposed to the rest of them being blue. And you'll sign up after that. After you enroll, you get your debit card. You're going to activate that. You can get a debit card for another member of your family to use. And it is important that you save your receipts and explanation of benefits in cases you need to validate a purchase. Trust me, it's important because I'm fighting that fight.
Keep your receipts.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get Ruby to call the dentist to get the copy of that receipt because the dates, because she had to reschedule the appointment, so the dates don't line up with the explanation of benefits.
Oh no.
Yeah, and that's why they refused it under the explanation of benefits because it was a rescheduled visit. So yeah, there is. It's you can pay yourself and file a claim and get paid back. And also, for 2025, there is an FSA carryover limit of $660. This allows you to carry over unused funds from your healthcare FSA into the next plan year. In order to carry over funds, you must enroll for the 2026 plan year. And the carryover feature allows you to avoid forfeiting unused funds. If you end up forfeiting unused funds, guess what? The post office just gets to keep it. You're giving money back to them.
Screw that.
Hey, right? I do like having it. I mean, under the old system, under the federal one we had prior to the Inspira, I had to file, pay out of pocket, file the claims, but, then I had all of Ruby's those doctor's appointments during her maternity. I mean, at 55 miles away to the doctor's office, I claimed the mileage. It was great. I mean, I did $1,000 that year. I was really glad I did. I still ended up with like $77 left over, which kind of sucked, but they did end up actually carrying it over and applying it to our Inspira. So
Oh, it did carry over to Inspira?
yes, it didn't come in until like August. But yeah, they
Okay.
did.
Weird.
They did take anything that was not spent, and they did put it into your
Transfer
Inspira. Yeah,
it.
transferred it to your
Okay,
Inspira
because
account.
originally they said it was if you didn't use it, you were going to lose it
Yep, and then they turned
because it was
around
named.
after the fact and gave it back to us, which was kind of nice.
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
Because I only did $500 this year, and I pretty much blew through that. So between my eyeglasses and dental appointments and whatnot for Ruby, yeah, I went through that. So, but yeah, so if you have anything left from this year and you sign up for it next year, it will carry over up to $660.
Nice.
Which is nice.
Yeah, it is. Kind of nice seeing that. We covered that. Covered that. Thrift savings plan. You can make changes at any time, so you don't have to worry about that under open enrollment. We already covered the non-career people. We just covered FSA. Annual leave exchange, which is new under our contract this year that just went into effect back in June, backdated to May of last year when it expired. We do have the annual leave exchange. That does, and there are the stipulations for that. The new national agreement can be found now on the NRLCA website. It is available to download. It just came out this week, last week, right? It's only been out shortly, hasn't been out that long. So
Less
Couple
than a
days,
week
yeah.
total.
what was that? You're both
2 days.
laughing. Yeah.
I said less than a week total.
Yeah. So that kind of gives you the guidelines on the annual leave exchange or being able to buy back, 40 hours. But there is other stipulations for that. That has to be done during open enrollment as well. There are times. So, Postal Service Health Benefits Program as well as the benefits or the FedVIP, the dental vision program. Those you have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, December 8th, to get those changes made. Now, the non-career, the USPS health benefits, as well as the flex spending accounts and annual leave exchange, you have until 11:59 p.m. Central Time on December 8th to get those changes in. So there's, timelines for that as well. So if you are not in the Eastern or Central time zones for those ones that matter, then you kind of have to do the math in your head on how many hours difference it is to make sure you get it in on time.
Just
And
do it as
hopefully
soon
you
as
won't wait
possible.
until that last day.
Exactly. Exactly.
Get it done next week, and that way you don't have to worry about it after that.
Yeah, don't stress yourself out.
So just a little bit as I'm looking for this, just kind of on for the PSHB coverage, the covered family members, your current spouse, children under the age of 26 are eligible if they are your biological children, legally adopted children, stepchildren, foster for whom you are a primary source of financial support and whom you have a parent-child relationship. You cannot add a foster child without approval from the Human Resources Shared Services Center, HRSC. Yeah. Non-eligible
Which is our
family members is your former spouse once your divorce is finalized, your children upon turning age 26 unless determined to be incapable of self-support, your parents, grandchildren unless they meet the requirements to be considered a foster child as determined by HRSCC, or if you have, like legal guardianship of them. I know because I double checked into that when Ruby was pregnant to see if I could cover little man, and they said, nope, that's an OPM thing. I was told that directly by the Real Care Benefit Plan ladies that were at Mid States that year that I talked to, as well as our national insurance person. You must notify Human Resources Shared Services within 60 days of a family member becoming ineligible. Again, that's under qualifying life event. So,
Woohoo! There's
yeah.
also
and
um.
just so
I'll let,
everyone knows, it's for the medical. It's children are up to 26. For
Yes.
vision and dental, is 22.
Yes. 22 for vision and dental for your kids. So I got 3 more years to keep Ruby on my dental. Okay, got it.
so there's also they're going to have virtual benefit fairs through the post office. Some of them have already passed, but on Saturday, November 15th, there's going to be an open season 101 webinar from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. On Thursday, November 20th, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern, live virtual day. On Wednesday, December 3rd, they're going to have another live virtual day from 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then the last day of open enrollment, they're going to do a live question and answer session with benefit specialists from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can go on to 2025 USPS Open Season Benefits.vfairs.com to register, or you can use that magazine, and I think there's like a QR code for you to scan in there, and you can register. They'll
Yep.
text you. I think they still text me from last year. So
Yep, and you
um,
can, if you want to get the text messages, the short message service SMS, if you text 39369 for the updates you'd like to receive, whether it's PSHB, benefits, for updates on benefit information, retiree is for your annuitant related information, pre-career for updates on pre-career benefits. That would be the non-career, like RCAs, CCAs, all that type of
Arts.
yeah, PSEs. And then seminar, you could text that as well for retirement seminars. If you opt in, you may incur costs of using SMS text if you don't have unlimited, which I think most of us do anymore. Also, don't forget when you for the benefits, your vision dental, your when you sign up during open enrollment, your coverage will be effective January 1st of 2026. If you're doing it during qualifying life event, coverage will be effective the first day of the first pay period after the date your enrollment was received. That's a lot of their little extra information. So yes, open enrollment that we're doing now is slated to begin, or will
January
begin.
1st.
Yes, those changes will take effect January 1st.
Woohoo! So get on and create your login stuff so you're not stressed and you have it done.
And if you need to make changes and you don't remember your login, if you did it last year, well, now's the time to get in and get everything fixed.
Yes.
Yeah.
That way you're not
And if
rushing
you
around after the fact.
and just to state this again, if you don't need to change anything, you don't need to do anything. It's supposed to carry over.
Yes.
Yes. And the only thing you would have to go in for is if you wanted the FSA, if you had it last year and you want it again this year, you do have to re-enroll in that every year.
Yep.
And decide how much you want it for.
Yes. And if it's something, if you want a higher amount, it's gonna, like I said, they are taking out, it's an even amount from every check, not an even amount, it's the same amount from every check. It's just whatever you want to choose, whether it's $500, $1,000, $2,500. It's divided equally across the 26 pay periods for the year.
Right.
But that money is
2026
available for you to use once it comes out of that first paycheck. Then you have, so like last year I did $500, or for this year I did $500. And so that $500 was available for me to use, even though I don't pay that full $500 and it's officially fully paid until pay period 26.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be 26 or 27 payments that they take it,
Yeah, it's the
because
last
next year
pay.
has a 27,
Yeah.
27 checks in it. So,
But yeah, it is, it is divided up amongst all the pay periods. So you're paying the same amount each pay period. So you're not worrying about, is it going to be $10 this paycheck and 15? No, it's the same amount. It's that whole amount divided by however many pay periods are that year.
yes.
Anything else, guys?
I can't think of anything else.
Not for open season. There was one more thing I wanted to add at the end, but
Okay.
no.
I'll throw it out there.
Might as well, because
So
like I said, this is like take 2, 3-ish, whatever. But
I know, so we're all just
Two and a half.
And this was not on the original take.
no,
I'm
go ahead.
I'm gonna start at the end. I just want to reiterate this. If you need help of any sort, or if like your mental health's not doing good, or you just need somebody else to vent to, I know we're like approaching peak season, and with daylight savings and it getting dark, I just want to reiterate the EAP program. And if you need to talk to somebody, their phone number is 800 EAP for number 4U, or it's 800 327 4968. And they also do have a website. I think they even have like different counseling and different stuff for you to talk to if you need to. Um, just because I know we're approaching that, and I've been hearing not good things going on, and I just want to make sure that everybody's okay and that they know that we're there for you too, and that we're all postal family, and that we love you. And so again, the number is 800 327 4968, and that's the EAP phone number.
Yes, definitely. That is a resource that is available for all of us. And if it's something you need, don't hesitate to call. And if I
And
am correct, isn't it something like you can do it on the clock as well?
the very first
Yeah,
appointment is on the clock. I believe it's up to either 4 or 6 appointments are covered, and then they will get you in touch with someone in your area if you need any more assistance. And that is per occurrence. So if you're feeling you're not feeling the love today and you call them, and you go through that first appointment and everything, and then 3 days later a family member gets really sick and you need someone to reach out to and you call them, that's two different occurrences. That's two separate things they don't piggyback. They would stay as two separate incidences. So you would still
Yes.
get those 4 to 6 covered visits.
And those benefits are also for anybody in your household. So
Yes.
your whole family. And again, like it's for any occurrence. So um it is an invaluable resource that we have, and I just want people to know, like, there's people there for you, and um, reach out. Like, it's okay. And I mean, I've had supervisors tell me before they've reached out to EAP. Like, it's just it is what it is. I shouldn't say it is what it is, but it's life, and like everybody, you know, deals with things differently, and sometimes just talking to somebody who's an outside entity about the things going on in your life, it might um, it'll help you.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Yeah.
Don't be
I'm
afraid to
gonna
reach
say,
out when you need to. That's for sure. I mean,
yeah,
life
yeah,
throws curveballs at us all the time, and we all handle them differently. And sometimes some of us need more assistance in handling them than others. Or there may be some of us that can handle what life throws at us, but then life really throws something at us, and we might not be able to handle that. And it's okay. And that's where it's time, to reach out when you need to, because
yeah.
yep.
And it's
we
completely confidential. It's not anybody who. It's not somebody in management. It's an outside entity that just assists postal workers.
yep,
Yes. I was saying, while we're on those lines of thinking, and say, don't get overwhelmed, don't get stressed. If you do, take that step back, take a deep breath, and step back in. And obviously call EAP if that didn't work.
well, thank you guys. I'm going to give a huge shout out to these two this week with me. When, we did our normal live recording on Sunday and everything was good when we started. And then when I went to edit and I was like, okay, pre show listening. And then all of a sudden I lost both of them on the recording. And all I heard was myself and large gaps of silence. And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, you guys are going to kill me. And, so we sat down to do it again. I couldn't get anything working. And these two got on here with me yesterday. And
For the last couple of days,
yeah, the last couple days, just to troubleshoot what was going on with settings and software. And I couldn't have done this without you guys. And I just want to say thank you. It meant the world to me that you guys took the time out of your evenings yesterday to help me troubleshoot so we could still put this out for you guys, because this is what we're doing. We're doing it for you. And even if it just helps one, two, three of you, I mean,
That's all that matters.
it is. That's all that matters. Because I know some people have an easier time, just listening to, oh, yeah, okay, now I understand better than what this is trying to tell me. And, that's really all we're trying to do is just help our fellow rural care family. That's all we want to do is just
Yeah,
help. So,
and we want to say thank you, Kristen, for all that you do, because it's not just the couple hours that we're on Sunday
yeah,
nights. You have to maintain everything, and then after we wrap up Sundays, now you have to go in and edit it and then upload everything to all the different platforms and make sure it's actually there and working right.
yeah,
yeah. The technology wasn't being uh,
I wasn't being
ridiculous to
friendly.
you.
Yeah, no.
Oh no, and I
Yeah,
appreciate you guys
thank
too.
you guys.
Thank you. I do. And on that note, guys, we will be normal Sunday evening. Not sure what we're talking about yet, but we'll figure it out by
But
then.
I got some
Technology
ideas.
willing.
Oh,
Yes.
Meow's got topics to go over. Okay.
Yep.
Hey,
I got
we
a
get
couple.
awesome. I'm sure I'll figure something out by then too. Who knows? We'll
Yeah.
we'll roll with it. But on that note,
Yeah.
guys, stay safe. Weather's starting to change. I know that dreaded four-letter S word is on its way to my area this weekend. And,
You can keep it.
yeah, thanks. And peak season is creeping up upon us. I think we're kind of in that calm before the storm, at least in my office right now. So, yeah. So, on that note, guys, take care. We'll be back normal time next week. And, yeah, on that note, stay safe, everybody. And we'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.